All right, what's up, all you degenerates? We're here live on Two Cops, One Donut doing our body cam live breakdown. We're going to wait for some people to start joining. I know I can't see our folks off of LinkedIn. I can only see who's joined from YouTube and Facebook and things of that nature, and Twitch. I don't have a whole lot of people follow on Twitch, but while we're waiting for people to start jumping on, I'd like to make these introductions to who we got on the show today. We got our returning champion, like it's a Jeopardy show, Deputy Banning Sweatland from Texas. How you doing, brother?
Good, brother. How are you?
Living the dream. And then we've got from Pinell County, Arizona, the one, the only deputy one time, Matt Thomas. What's up, brother?
What up?
So, guys, if you're not familiar with what we do here, one, we talk shop. We talk a little bit of police nonsense. We go down rabbit holes with stories. Some of us partake in sipping apple juice with one large ice cube.
I'm on call.
Oh, my apple juice is Smoke Wagon. The younger. Shout out to Smoke Wagon. Best whiskey I've ever had in my life. Love you, Smoke Wagon. Hashtag sponsor this podcast. And I want to get these out of the way. Okay, so tonight's body cam footage is going to be from Police Body Cam Videos YouTube channel, Code Blue Cam YouTube channel, and then Police Plug YouTube channel. So get that out of the way. That's where all these are coming from. Viewer discretion advised. There may be shootings, there may be violence, stuff like that. We don't know because we haven't watched the videos, but I can promise you some of that stuff will be involved. We got people already popping in on the chat. I highly encourage people to chat with us. That's what makes part of this fun. I'm going to post a link in the chat for my Facebook users. The blue voice. All right. So this link in the chat is for those on Facebook that if you don't give Restream permission to use your name, we won't see who you are. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to use it.
Look at that. What up, New Jersey?
Yeah, we get people from all over now. I know Arroyo's out there in New York, Blue Voice here in Texas. If you guys don't know who the Blue Voice is, retired chief, focuses a lot on police mental health. So make sure you check out the Blue Voices channel.
Right
I see Sidney Leslie's on. He's looking at his picture. He looks like he's a trooper. Chad Baker, Todd Swenson. What's up, buddy? Good evening, gentlemen. Let the fun begin. That's what I'm talking about. So there's one example. Oh, no, that's a LinkedIn user. That's probably somebody from one of y'all's channels. Yeah. We got Suresh. Suresh Madhaven from 221B Tactical will be joining us. He got caught in traffic. And we were going to have Frank also from Pinell County, which is one of Matt Thomas's troops. If you guys don't know Frank Sloop, he is known as Fridays with Frank. Pinell County has the third largest social media presence out there. And
yes, sir.
A lot of that is because of Frank. Most of it's because of Mark Lamb, the America's Sheriff, who's been on the podcast. One of these days we'll get him on here doing this with us. But we were going to have the one and only Frank from Fridays with Frank on tonight, but
too popular.
Yeah, he decided he wanted to write a couple more traffic tickets tonight, and he couldn't make it. No, he got caught up at work, and I'm just giving him some shit. But yeah, look forward to having Frank on. Looking forward to one day having Mark back on here and see if we could get the whole Pinell County trio up here. We could get you, Frank, and Mark up here. That would be. How's his campaign going?
It's going good, man. He's kind of shifted a couple times, different areas, and but the groundwork. He's one of those hustlers, man. So he's just getting after it, and the groundwork is where he's making it up. So a lot of them are focused on money. He's focused on connecting with people right now.
Smart. That's a smart move. Get the people behind you, and you can't lose, man.
That's right.
Unless they switch the votes or somebody gets Hillary.
Has that ever happened?
I don't know. Okay, so if you are joining us for the first time on this is what we do. We watch these body cam videos, and then instead of Monday morning quarterbacking and tearing these officers apart for how they did their job or whatever it is that we're about to watch, we pretend as though we are the officers in the body cam, and we pause a lot, and we discuss, okay, we're going around the corner of this house. This is what I'm concerned about. I'm pieing the corner. I'm looking for any movement, being cognizant of the things that are above me as well, looking for other rooms as we get inside, or if it's a traffic stop. All right, we're approaching. I want to stay behind the B pillar. This is what the B pillar is. And we'll explain all that stuff to you guys as we go. However, you guys have questions and you guys have your own opinions. And we have other officers on here like, no, I wouldn't handle it that way. I would do this. And we discuss and we have those discussions. And what's cool is the perspective sharing. We get citizens that don't do this stuff and like, well, why didn't you shoot him in the leg? And we can discuss that and spread the love and spread the education that way. So without further ado, I think we've got, we've been on here bullshitting for about 5-6 minutes. Let's get the first video up. I am going to share the screen here. We will go straight to this. So get that up there. Let's biggie size it. All right, here we go.
Officers were on their way to a residence after they learned 47-year-old Victor Barakat was there. Barakat was a suspect in a bank robbery in another jurisdiction. He's accused of robbing a Fifth Third Bank in Rolling Meadows, Illinois. Barakat stole $224 from a bank teller but dropped $64 on the floor before leaving the bank. When officers arrived at the bank, they recovered a phone that Barakat left on the teller's counter and tracked him down.
That's awesome. Okay, so first and foremost, we know we've got a felon, an armed felon, ag robbery, and dumbass left his phone on the counter, which is great.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what they plan to do, but if I'm setting up on a phone location where this comes back to, that's a SWAT call out to me. I don't know that I'd be handling this as a basic police officer. However, not all departments have that luxury, and sometimes SWAT's caught up, and you just got to do what you got to do. So sometimes you got to earn your paycheck. What about you, Matt? You're a top dog, man. You're number 2 out there. So as a top leader, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. With this guy's violence level and potential for future violence, we would be probably sending one of our special teams to do some surveillance and try and snatch him up outside of his environment. Okay.
What about you, Banning?
That'd be the same thing. I mean, if you don't have SWAT available to you, let's try to get this gentleman out in a safer location. Obviously, we don't know how many officers that they have right now that they're going to be able to go in and handle this. But same answer for me.
Yeah, and this doesn't quite look like a house to me. At first, I thought it was, but now I'm thinking it's more of a townhome.
Condos or something. Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. Got some festive lights. So as I'm approaching, I'm concerned about escape routes, fatal funnels.
Come on, man.
Hey, you guys mind going inside or wherever? You want to go inside and have your conversation? Thank you.
Dude, is that a lieutenant right up front there?
With the white I think so.
Let me know.
It's got a handheld mic. Yeah, you're probably right.
What's up? You're still on 3? Yeah.
I would have somebody in the back, if there is a back.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like they had a pre-planned process for this whole.
So something else to consider too. If the phone comes back to the location, I'm going to look for any. I would have had a UC there, running plates before we ever arrived, and try to figure out which cars possibly belong to this guy, so we can keep those blocked in case he somehow gets out.
Well, and it's kind of tough. Yeah, I mean, because obviously we're just watching a video. We don't know any of the backstory of what took place. But
yeah,
I mean, even if we're going to approach this, if like the 3 of us were walking up on this, looking for this dude, we would have had a little planning session on how we're going to approach this. It kind of seems like they're just walking up hoping for the best.
Yeah. And in that, it's different sides of different places, this might be a small department where they don't get a lot of this.
Yeah, you may be it. Yeah, that's true.
That's just the way it works out. So sometimes you got to earn your paycheck the hard way. I definitely would have went to a front desk and found out what the layouts of the house.
Yeah, and I don't. I can't
inside,
tell exactly where he's standing, but I really don't. It's making me nervous seeing what his camera is doing and where he's standing.
Yep.
Lights on, guys.
I'm just waiting for that door to explode
Yeah.
with gunfire.
Because let's face it, if
It's
you're,
our target. Target's coming down.
how does he know that? And now we heard that.
I'm just gonna talk.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the police department.
What?
We need to talk to you.
All right. I don't care how dumb of a suspect you are, you know the jig's up
Yeah.
on this. Like it's game time now. If he's gonna fight, he's gonna fight. So
This is gonna be it.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
all right, I see
I'm
a
Chris
hand.
Darcy.
I'm worried about hands.
What's your name?
There you go. Pull.
Nice to meet
Come on out here for me. You're
There you
under
go.
arrest.
Got a gun. Holy shit.
That went so quick.
Ooh. I started calling like I was watching. I was there. I got wrapped up. I was like, he's got a gun. Shit. Yeah, that was my concern. When you come to the door, you can see the one hand. Okay, good. I like the move too. Like shaking the hand.
Yeah.
Like now you've got a level of control on this guy. That was a cool move. I've seen that before.
I just don't know if he's right-handed or left-handed because that would make a difference if the suspect pulls the same move on you.
Yes. So now from here, I can't say 100% for sure, but from what I see, I'm shooting. Like I'm getting an angle and shooting because that shit happened. Yeah, like Royal said, that shit happened fast.
Yeah.
Gun! Hold him. Gun down. Put your hand behind your back.
Good communication.
Ma'am, show me your hands.
Yeah.
What was that?
There was somebody else in the house. The one cop said, "Ma'am,
Oh,
see where you're at," or something to that.
she probably has no idea.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
All right, let's. I want to go back to the door answering here.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Chris Darcy.
Good. Nice
What's
to
your
meet
name?
you. Vic. Nice to meet
Come on out here.
So I
I
gotta
like-
say, man, I gotta say that I know where you're gonna go, Eric, but I'm at a totally different place when this happens.
Yeah, if I know it's my target,
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
bulldozing that thing.
Not only that, dude, but if it's PID, like he opens door and I'm like, suspect, yep, guns out in his face on
Yeah,
the ground.
yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, that would have been a train, just bulldozing this dude. Yeah, on this. Now, I'll say for what he did, this tactic, it's a cool move.
Right. But you know now,
Yeah.
obviously, that other hand, what it's hiding.
Yeah, that was that was nuts. All right, let's see what we're saying here over in the peanut gallery. Whoops. Let me I saw Lisa Spicer said, "Why do they fight? Give up. You've been caught." Hey, if you're gonna go to jail,
Right.
and you know it's gonna be a long time because bank robbery that's big boy jail.
Right.
That's federal. You don't get good time off. You're going for a while jail.
Day for day.
Yeah. So on that, I get why they fight. They know they're not getting back out.
Right.
Is it
Well, and another thing is you never know what else they've done, right?
true? Yeah. We just know about the bank robbery. He could have been on a homicide streak, all sorts of weird things.
Now that look right there of the suspect reminds me of the Office. I don't know if you remember that movie where they bust up the printer at the end of the movie and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. He brings it out to a field for him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next video here. We got a question.
We got a question, yep.
Yeah. What happens if you pull a gun on a police officer while they approach to your door of your house? What happened? Well, when you know he's got no excuse right now. He knows it's uniformed officers. He knows it's the police. And him pulling a gun now, there's no.
So I think if Justin, if I'm understanding Justin though, like what if a normal citizen sees some dudes approaching the house? has his gun out, not knowing who they are, and then realizes they're police officers, the answer is pretty simple, like just follow commands, right, and probably put the gun down.
Right.
Um, uh, but yeah, because in Arizona, I'm sure you guys are same in Texas. Like everybody has a gun. It's a constitutional carry state.
Yeah.
So we anticipate everybody having a gun, and that's why when we start giving orders, it's imperative that they clearly follow those orders.
Yeah. This is a sketchy one for sure. Let's go. What one did we just do? Oh, here we go. We'll go to this one next. Share this tab, biggie size, and play.
On June 11th, 2023, officers attempted to stop a man driving a Kia Forte. Officers already knew the man had an arrest warrant. The outstanding warrant was for missing court. He was later identified as 29-year-old Corey Long. When Long stopped his car, he ran and ignored the officer's commands.
Okay, so before we get going, what that tells me, one, he's not going to show up for a judge. Two,
Right.
he's likely to run because he doesn't show up to court, and he's got a warrant. So that already puts me on high alert. If I know I'm going to stop this guy, I'm anticipating running.
Right.
I'm anticipating him running and me staying in my car for as long as I can, and then running when I have to. All right, my friend's got some hops.
Eastbound, 418 bridge.
Okay, so my concerns as I'm chasing after somebody, description, direction of travel. Those are the two big things we want to get out there.
Yeah, and I think just back up real quick. As you guys watch this guy jump the fence, you can see there's crosswalk. And so as an officer, you're approaching that gate. So you're concentrating on making a clean move over the gate without falling on your ass. And then once you clear that, you've got to keep an eye on the suspect who's across the street. And it's obvious that he keeps looking back, which is an indicator that he's checking your position. And then you've got cross traffic that you've got to concentrate on and deal with. There's a lot going on for this cop.
Yep.
Eastbound, 418 bridge. Running towards the east. Stop, police!
All right. As I'm approaching, I am unless I can hear, because I think I could hear that guy on the other side. But that would be a big, if we go back just a little bit, like that's sketchy. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to hide behind. But this table here, that's a convenient prop to have to get over this fence.
That table wouldn't hold me, but I'm just going to.
I would be just fine, buddy. Oh, all the red.
Man, he's got hops. Oh,
do what you got to do.
Still east. We're in a red shirt.
That helped. Yeah.
So once I've lost view, this is where I'm going to hold my last known spot that I saw him and just start setting up a perimeter.
And we've got to get that perimeter wider in the beginning. I don't know if with y'all's agencies, sometimes with these patrol guys, will start with a small perimeter, and you guys know as well as I do how fast that needs to widen up.
And we just had this conversation at a roll call. We had that shooting that I was telling you guys about. We had, I call it the pond hockey syndrome. Like, I know you guys probably didn't grow up playing hockey. I did. And in pond hockey with little kids, if the puck goes in the corner, guess who goes in the corner? Everybody, all the kids, both sides of the, it doesn't matter. They all go to the puck. And that's kind of what we had in the shooting. We all ran to the puck. And so we were discussing, let's start setting up these perimeters a little bit wider. Not everybody goes in and stuff like that. So in this situation, now it's a safety issue. So I've got a lot of unknowns. This guy could be in a citizen's house. There could be citizens at risk. They could be hiding around the corner. We don't know. Well, we know the level of offense, and it's not worth the risk of me getting my head blown off to play, the hero. I'm going to do it smart and safe for everybody. and I'm gonna hold what I got and just start communicating to troops like, hey, this is where I'm at. Start setting up, like Banning said, get a nice wide perimeter going, and then start.
And I would probably say for myself, just seeing where this cop's at after he came around the corner, I would probably back up just a bit.
Not be out in
give
the
a little
open.
bit of room, right, and give myself a little bit of space between me and where I last saw him, because like you're saying, it should always be a bigger perimeter and shrink it down rather than try to go the other way because it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll keep going.
Cop's in good shape, man. He ran a long ways.
Yeah. Got the gun out. I like it.
He's still going east.
Must have heard him or seen him. I'm listening for dogs. I'm listening for any type of commotion I can.
What street is this?
Citizens pointing to you.
He's on Mohawk.
Believe it or not,
Running east.
people will come out and they'll
T-shirt.
start telling you like you went that way.
Yep. He just asked the citizen as he's passing, what street is this? And he said Milwaukee or something like that. There he is.
Get down on the ground now. You're gonna tase. Down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
All right. So from here, I'm not pressing the situation. I'm letting him know I've made contact. I'm going to try to get that over the radio. Now that once I see his hands are free, it doesn't look like it's free. It looks like there's something in that right hand.
Yeah. It does.
Hard to tell. Let me see if I can up the quality at all. Nope. It's as high as it goes. So for me personally, what I'm looking at when I see this is hands. Hands are my concern. I want to know what's in that right hand. I am not getting my taser out.
Right.
I'm by myself. I'm keeping deadly cover until I have somebody there with me that they can go less lethal if they're comfortable.
Yeah, and I'm keeping a little distance still between he and I and trying to get some cover in between he and I as well.
Yeah. And Chad said the same thing that I was just thinking too. And he said, you're going to get tased. And he pulled his gun up. Like that does make me nervous. Like, oh shit, don't accidentally shoot your gun off, bro. All right, let's keep going.
You're getting tased. Get down on the ground now.
He must be comfortable with whatever's in his hand.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Hit.
Perfect.
Roll over. Roll over.
Nope.
Man, that was a great shot with the taser.
Good tase. I still wouldn't have went hands on. I would have commanded him into a cuffing position.
Yeah.
And then held what I got because the probes are in him. As long as he doesn't gator roll him out.
You see that? He's got running shoes on. Now I see his secret.
Oh yeah.
Frogman shoes going. No socks.
That's right.
No socks? What is
It
going
looks
on
like-
there?
That looks like no socks, doesn't it?
Does that make you faster?
Obviously, he caught the guy.
Yeah. Well, dude, and he must have been obviously cool with he saw his hands, he saw everything. He didn't feel like there was a deadly threat and he switched over to taser.
Yeah.
Like,
As he started to go,
taser shot.
it looked like a wallet and keys is what I saw.
Yeah.
Roll over.
And that was a solid tase.
Shock me, dude.
You damn right I did.
That's a taser 7. What did he say? I gotta go back.
You damn right I did.
I didn't go back far enough. I want to hear it again.
You damn right I did. Roll over.
You shock me, dude.
You shot me.
Damn
Dude.
right I did.
Oh, you shot me, dude. Yeah.
Why is this heavy? Why is this heavy?
And when the
You're under
taser
arrest.
works, it's a great equalizer.
Yes,
Why
it
is this
is.
heavy?
There we go.
There it
Point, I
is.
got him in custody.
Look at that plug.
What's the address here?
Talking to some citizen.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I like what he did. Earned his paycheck, so to speak. Again, it worked. What he did worked. Is it exactly?
Well, and
how-
again, you got to be. It's your comfort level, right? So you're the
Yeah.
one in it, man. And
Yeah.
if you're the guy doing it and you're comfortable with making those
Yep.
calls,
Yeah,
That's it.
that's why I hate when people get on there. Oh, he fucked up. He shouldn't have done that. Da da da. No, look at the scoreboard. At the end of the day, that's all you can look at. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Could he do it better next time? Maybe.
Right. Well, and I'm
Maybe.
sure, I mean, because we've all done something similar to this, and you go back in your mind and you start playing like, God, I could have done this different. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should
Yeah.
have done it this way, but whatever, man.
I do that on calls, even stuff that I think, hindsight, I was like, well, yeah, it worked out perfect. And I think, wow, man, maybe I messed up here. I could have done this a little better. I could have done this. But what do you think, Banning?
I think he did a great job. Even if we were sitting here as a panel for professional standards or IA trying to, somebody came in and get a complaint. I don't, for all the agencies that I've worked for, I'm not seeing anything here that has question or doubt. He communicated the best that he could. He took care of it at the end as best as he could, and the guy's in custody, and on to the next call.
And he didn't even, he even gave the guy, he didn't just get the taser out and tase him. He told him, like, hey, get on the ground. I'm going to fucking tase you. And he still didn't.
But that's great. And you guys know as well as I do all the live taserings that we've seen throughout the past 20, 25 years. Since the spread on this was amazing.
It was, dude.
Of course, on that fisheye, I mean, he's obviously wearing an Axon like we do. And on that fisheye platform, makes the guy look further. So I'm sure he was a little bit closer. Than what he was, but that's a great spread. It did its job, and I'm sure Axon will be proud to see this video.
Let's see that shot. Got the transition.
You're getting tased.
Let him know.
Get down on the ground now.
Yep. Got one below the belt line and one above.
Roll over.
Have you guys been tased?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that's been tased appreciates that video even more.
Yeah, I've been tased several times.
Yeah.
At my 5th time, I heard them mumble in their breath something about voluntary. Then I found out it was voluntary for my past 4 years, and then I started to opting out because I'd been tasered plenty.
Yeah. The best is when you get tased in the field on accident. You get caught up in the leads.
Dude. Yes.
And you're like, hey!
Stop doing that.
Oh shit! Hey,
Eric, let me bring this up since you're a new supervisor, and Matthew, I don't know if you've heard of this yet, but in Pinell County, are you guys running Axon?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys probably have Axon Respond. Do you guys have that yet?
I don't know, because we just jumped into a bunch of new stuff with Axon.
Okay, yeah, we just went into what I believe it's called, and I'm not advertising for Axon, but I love technology. So I have what's called Axon Respond on my work phone, and basically anybody in our fleet, I make it sound like a big agency, but we're not. So like if both guys are working and they go to a call, and maybe I don't have my radio with me, I'm on my off day with my kids, but both of them decide on this call they need to get their AR out, their AR-15, their rifle. Axon Respond sends a message to everybody at the SO saying so-and-so and so-and-so just remove their rifles. So that's good. I mean, obviously you can take your rifle out, clean it. Sometimes we'll have some extra time to go shoot or whatever on shift, which is, we're blessed to do that.
Boss man getting phone calls.
Yeah.
I got to jump out for a minute because we just had a homicide.
Yeah, no worries. That's the beauty of live stuff here with big important people. It's perfect timing. Look at that, Suresh.
Look at that timing.
What is impeccable timing? That's hilarious, Suresh. What's up, buddy?
What I miss? A black joke?
No, we did those ones earlier. That was before you got here. We ain't gonna say those to your face. No, Matt Thomas from Pinell County got a homicide call that he had to go deal with. So right as he was getting up to go, you came in. It was like perfect timing to switch over.
Oh, perfect.
That's too funny.
So I'll just take 30 seconds of y'all's time on this. So Axon Respond, and if you guys have Axon at your agencies, Eric, I'm sure you have it. I don't know if you do or not, but you basically know if your troops freaking take the AR out. You can set up the parameters how you need to be as a supervisor. But also, if somebody's not answering a status check on a traffic stop, different agencies have it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, their status and their troops on traffic. I can actually go in there as a supervisor, open it up and look at their dash cam or their body cam, make sure they're good. Should dispatch a text, hey, he's 10-4. And I believe the dispatch supervisor also has that. But what's nice is you can also see where they're on the map if they're yelling for help. You can see where the person is if they've got the new the new Axons like we
You can
do,
go
and I can
live.
actually communicate. Yeah, I can communicate with him, and he doesn't have to push anything. If he's got somebody at gunpoint, I can start talking to him.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm on my way to you. Breathe. That stuff the supervisors do just to keep their troops safe. But it's just real neat technology, and I'm glad that Axon came out with it.
Yeah, we have our real-time crime center can jump into those Axon cameras. It's really nice when, especially in the type of area I work, which is a really congested bar area, and you got a few thousand people walking around you at all times, and an officer goes out on a call and he's dealing with, whether it's a fight or whatever it is, and there's all those people around. Our real time can jump on and listen in live. They'll even announce over the radio, "Hey, I'm tapping into your camera to help you out," and they'll start running information as people are saying, "Oh, I'm John Smith. This is my birth date." Now that officer doesn't have to take his eyes off anything. The real time crime center can pick that up and start running with it. It's kind of like a force multiplier, like a virtual, a virtual force multiplier. Obviously, it's not helping you with anybody that you may be fighting with, but they could get descriptions out, take screenshots, send pictures out on Signal or whatever your troops use and stuff like that. So it's a real game changer. I like having it, especially if you can't get more bodies out there. So, Suresh, buddy, what's up, man?
Man, I've been on the move all day long, and we've been super busy at 221B with everything going on overseas. So, it's just, it is what it is right now.
Plus Black Friday.
We had our Black Friday, Cyber Monday event. It was the most successful one in 221B history. So it was good to see that, people are taking advantage, getting their deals, but it was slow for the last couple of years following COVID. But man, people are back, and we had our best Black Friday, Cyber Monday event ever. We did a really big discount, so people took advantage of that, which is what we like to see. And yeah, man, it was crazy. It was wild. So our warehouses and fulfillment centers are working overtime now to catch up, and that's a good problem, man. So no
Hell yeah,
thanks here.
Well, the cool thing about having products like yours out there is, if you're on the fence, if you're like, I've never used this stuff and I don't know anybody that's used it, or I've heard a couple of people say it's good, and you get that Black Friday deal, that Cyber Monday deal, and you get to use it at a price that you're a lot more comfortable with, trying something out you've never seen, and then all of a sudden you're a believer. Once you have it in hand and you use it on duty, like, then you're like, fuck, now I see what all the hype's about. Like, I get it now, and they'll be more than welcome to pay whatever it is later on down the line for other products. So definitely works out for y'all. I'm such a big supporter of 221B that I just advertise for them everywhere I go. Speaking of the gloves, dude, I think I've got my team convinced to switch over to get away from the mechanics gloves and use the 221B gloves with the grip and stuff, and you can use the MDC with it. Like, it's a thing of beauty. I love them.
Changer. Yeah, it's a game changer. Those are the things that people suffer using gloves that they just believe everyone uses, or gear that they believe everyone uses. Maybe because you saw it on a movie, or you saw it on a TV show, or you saw someone on Instagram using it. And then, I've been in the patrol car. I spent 13 years in the patrol car. I used all those gloves, and I realized how they don't work for the actual job. They look cool, or maybe because I got the brand that all the ninjas wear. But then people try 221B gloves. They're like, wow, I can actually do stuff with these gloves, and they protect my hands. Yeah, this is like.
Hey, Suresh, I have a couple of connections on LinkedIn if you ever want to share a set of gloves, and I can give a real review online for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me get your info and your size, and I'll get you some gear. And I'm so real, and Eric knows this. I've been so real from the beginning because I hate companies that bullshit and sell bullshit gear, and that's why I started 221B, because I was tired of wasting my money on gear that just didn't work. I'm like, who designed this? Definitely not a cop. A cop definitely didn't design this cop product, So we are totally open when someone says, hey, I want to review your products and possibly bring it to my agency. We have hundreds and hundreds of agencies where we've done that, where we had one person test the gear. We send them a set of gear, whatever it is they want, max drive vest, gloves, whatever. And we're like, hey, listen, take it, beat the shit out of it, whatever you need. And they do it, and they come back. They're like, first of all, no one's offered to do that. Second of all, this shit's amazing. And I'm like, okay, great. And they're like, yeah, we're going to order a pair. We're going to put you on the uniform allowance. Whatever, however it goes, it always goes down that path of, them adopting it and getting rid of the old brand that just had maybe a popular brand name, but it wasn't doing anything for them. And they get away from that. They come over to 221B and they never look back, which is it makes me feel good, because that's why I designed the products for the people who were actually out in the patrol car, out there working day shift, night shift, and needing these features on their gloves, on their gear that they're wearing on their body, that just simply wasn't there.
Yeah, so hold off on banning anything, Suresh, because I'm gonna have your punk ass come ride out with me. So you're gonna come down on a Saturday. We're gonna do a ride out. I'm gonna have you meet my team and the other team that overlaps on Saturday, and you can see how we get down in my neck of the woods. And then you can gift Banning whatever. I think Banning said he's gonna wear the max dry vest shirtless in his review to show how it fits naturally.
Yep.
You want to sell more of them though, right? So how about just a review?
He's just gonna have a cowboy hat on and the max dry vest and cowboy boots, and that's it.
Be careful. Texas, careful what bars you go to in Fort Worth.
Right.
He goes to your mom's house. That's the one that Derek likes.
Oh shit! All right, let's get back.
FYI, that's a bar.
Yeah, that's a bar name. Let's start reviewing some more of these video. People are wondering what the hell we're sitting here doing. Let's go. Okay, police plug. All right.
2022, at around 12:22 p.m., a deputy was patrolling the area on the interstate. While the deputy was traveling, he observed a white Nissan that appeared to be accelerating up to other vehicles. The vehicle then made two abrupt lane changes, moving from the farthest left lane to the farthest right lane.
CCTV, see if they have a video of this crash. One was northbound.
All right, I like where he's doing already. Anytime I'm on the freeway, I'm making a passenger side approach. As we approach the vehicle, for me, I'm getting behind the B pillar. I'm trying to keep myself at a protected angle. So as I get up there, all I'm concerned about is hands. I just want to see hands and how many occupants of the vehicle I have.
The driver of the vehicle was later identified as Dewan Moore. The deputy also noticed that Moore didn't have a seatbelt on either. When the deputy approached Moore, he immediately put his hands up and appeared extremely nervous.
Hello, Deputy with Fleckner Sheriff's Office. Any sense for following too closely and your seatbelt?
I would say he follows too closely a lot. Just looking at that door. But me personally, I'm more relaxed now that I see his hands. And he doesn't have crazy tinted windows. We could see through. So that was good. So now I'm looking all throughout the car as I keep an eye on his hands and ask him questions. Now this is where time and experience really comes into play, because we're able to do those things better. When you're a newer officer, it's hard to focus on hands, look through the car, and ask the questions that we need to ask until we start really getting that muscle memory down.
Coming from Healthcare Central.
Are you okay? I don't know, you got your hands up, like, you got any weapons on you, anything like that? No. Okay, do you have license, registration, insurance?
Hands up usually tells me you've dealt with the police.
Wait, bestie, do you live in Texas?
Yes.
Don't press that skip button. Are you ready to...
Too bad.
Sorry?
Okay, so he's asking, am I getting a ticket? For me, when I hear that, in my experiences, there's something deeper here that I don't know what it is yet, but that is That if the ticket is your concern, that tells me you are more worried about something bigger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for
Almost.
me, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say almost. When I get those kind of statements, it feels like they're trying to get you to focus on just the ticket.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will placate that. Us as police officers, we don't have to tell you the truth. I could lie all day long, and I will lie. In this instance, I'd be like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna write you a ticket for whatever, failure to maintain your lane, and I'll get you out of here." I'm full of shit, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing to make this guy contemplate doing anything stupid.
One thing I want to note here.
Okay, no worries. Do you have registered insurance? Okay. Do you have a rental agreement for the vehicle? Do you have a rental agreement for the vehicle?
Okay, so he's going down the rigmarole of like, I don't have this, I don't have that. Okay, cool, man. Those are all tickets, and I'm gonna keep saying that they're all tickets. I'll get you out of here. They're all tickets.
Yeah.
I'll get you out of here, and I'm full of shit.
Whose rental is it? Who'd you rent it through?
I don't know about
Turo?
rentals in your spot, but rental in Arizona, red flags.
Yeah, always. Yeah, our big thing is the U-Haul trucks right now. Anytime you see these U-Hauls out and about, and guess where they're always from? Arizona. Yeah, why are you bringing your bullshit over to my state?
Hey, bro, we're
Do
just
you ever ask them where they
and help
rented
everybody
from?
else out.
What's that?
Do you ever ask where they rented from?
Oh yeah,
I always
sure.
ask because they never know. They
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, if they're up to some bullshit, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only two locations that they, working narcotics interdiction years ago. There's only two locations that U-Hauls are rented. One is in Arizona. That's where their headquarters is at.
That makes sense.
Who rented the vehicle? You did? On your phone? Yeah. Can you show me? Why are you so nervous, man? Where's your flight out of? Orlando?
Okay, for me, the red flags are too deep. I'm going to say, all right, man, just chill out for a second. I'm going to go back to my car, write a ticket, and I'll get you out of here. I'm getting backup. I'm getting somebody else out there because I'm not arresting alone, especially on the side of the freeway. And I'm going to draw this out the best I can until backup gets there. Now, it depends. If I'm in a place like where Banning is at, I might not have that luxury. Backup maybe 20, 30 minutes out. So you're not going to be able to bullshit that long. Versus where I'm at, I could easily go back to my car, keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid, no furtive movements in the vehicle. And then Chad said, sounds like Eric is baiting that pursuit. Maybe. But we can't pursue once we know who they are. We got his ID. You can't pursue that. So unless he does something violent.
Just paralleling.
Yeah. I'm doing this for traffic control. So, but where I'm at, I know backup's like 2-3 minutes away, maybe 5 minutes on a long day. And yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. What do you think about that, Suresh? Is that a good plan for you? Is that something you'd consider?
I always, to me, I was always, when it came to my safety, I was always bullshitting people. The sit tight, probably just going to give you a warning. No big deal. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back. If your license is valid, everything checked out, I'm going to get you out of here. I would always try to bring them down and bring their guard down to get them in a state of so they're not concerned. Like, okay, I'm going to be out of here in a couple of minutes. And of course you go back, send me another car and you just sit tight, run. I would typically, if they were real shady, if it was an interdiction type stop, I would just get back to my car and I would just sit there looking at them and I'd wait for the second unit to roll up before I took my eyes off them and started doing anything on the NBC. I didn't want to take my eyes off of them. And then once someone rolled up, they would see the second car roll up. And when they saw the second car roll up, I knew the gig was up. So they knew that maybe something was about to go down. So as soon as the second car rolled up, that's when I would hop out. Backup officer would come and walk up. They're like, hey, listen, no big deal. I just need you to step out of the car for a minute because you're painting a picture. Once this is for the people who aren't police officers. You're painting a picture and you're putting a story together and you're putting the pieces of this story together. And just like when you're putting a puzzle together, if the pieces aren't fitting, what do? You take a piece out and you try to put another one in. But if you have the pieces to the wrong puzzle, nothing's going to fit. It's not making sense. That way they're lying. They don't know where they're coming from. They can't say where they're going. They don't know where they rented the car from. They don't know who rented the car. All things that a normal person knows. A normal person knows all these things. They're lying. They're doing something. That's why they don't know it. And that's when you need to step in and get them out, get them crossed up, and then, get the PC to do the search.
Yeah. Another thing to consider, and this is to each their own, another avenue to take is I've got eyes on. I'm not going to lose eyes on. So he's here at the door and I'm going to stay here because I know his hands are clear now. I know there's some bullshit afoot. So I'm just going to keep asking him questions while I get back up here and then deal from there. And I'm not opposed to that either. I think that technique works as well.
Where are you coming from? But your flight's out of Orlando? Where are you flying to?
I said Georgia.
Where's home? Michigan? Okay.
Hell yeah, baby.
So you're coming from Georgia to fly home to Michigan, but you're flying out of where in Georgia?
I was in Savannah.
Savannah?
That's where I was coming from.
I know.
Yeah. I went back up. PCIA status check.
Okay. But you're flying from Savannah to go to Orlando? You're driving from Savannah to Orlando to fly?
Fly back home, yeah.
Okay.
Why couldn't you show you my ticket?
Huh?
Why couldn't you show me my ticket?
Like the rental agreement, anything like that. You said no weapons in the car, nothing like that, right? Alright.
Service Signal 81 at 504 Grand Reserve holding.
He ain't looking up shit.
Can you see if you can say like a screenshot or anything? That's all. 212 teletype.
Delta 212, go ahead.
Can you copy one out of Michigan by number for 2729? Mike 600-135-143-699 on a Bravo Mike 1048.
10-4, stand by.
My name is Tyler Devereaux. I'm inviting you to attend my brand new 2-hour live masterclass, and I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
I just need to take it to show the ticket. I just need to show that I bought the rental. That's all.
How long were you staying in Georgia for? Savannah? Isn't Savannah in Georgia? Oh, so where are you coming from? Huh? Ohio?
Damn, his story all
so what are you doing in Ohio?
All over the place.
So my red flags are now going towards an interdiction issue, dope running, or gun running could be too, but I'm getting big dope running.
Those answers and how all over the place he is now. Like I can feel it right now. My spidey senses are tingling, bro, and I'm thinking more about weapons.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a throw and go. It's probably all in the trunk.
Okay.
I think we need to get
that was running out of Orlando.
Chad cracks me up.
That's why I'm taking it back, sir. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the cars from Orlando.
Taco Delta 212, status check.
10-4. Well, it's not really making sense, that's all. You said you're from Michigan, but you're coming...
I moved here. I've been moving back. I have a U-Haul, I have a storage.
I feel like this is the classic see what had happened was.
The car is from, I rented from Orlando. I'm I went to Ohio. I'm going back to Orlando to go back to Ohio. That's it.
Okay, no worries.
He's going to Michigan.
It's got a Michigan ID.
I just showed you.
Is it? There should be an insurance card with that too. Is there? Or anything with the
So I
vehicle?
think, like at this point, I would just, I'd say like, hey, dude, how about the drugs? Just give me the drugs so I can get those. And dude, that has worked several times where they're just like, oh, they're in the trunk. Oh, I can't believe I said that.
Dude, I've never tried that, but now that you've told me that, I'm gonna try it just to see if that shit works.
And I'll give you one more one more tidbit I learned from an old homicide detective. When you ask a question and they say, huh, you know what they're doing, right? They're thinking of the lie. And
Right.
he said, you just take that out of the equation for them. So you ask the question and you throw in the huh at the end of your question and they answer just like that. It's a miracle, man. It works every time.
Really?
Wow. Dude, I tried it on some gangbangers for the first time after I learned it. And I was like, oh my God, this works.
So it'd be like, so you live in Michigan, huh?
Yeah. So you know how you ask a question like, hey, where do you live? And they're like, huh?
Yeah.
Where do you live? I live in Michigan. So if you say, where do you live, huh? Then they're going to give you the answer, Michigan.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Right.
See, that's what's the beauty of the show. We learn stuff from each other. I'm still watching hands.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's making me.
There should have been an insurance card too.
He's looking. Got rabbit eyes.
Because you gotta have valid. You gotta have a proof of insurance with the vehicle. Like usually with Turo, they like give you a card. It should be in the car somewhere.
And I think, Eric, you have a great point. So when people ask, like, how did you know, or how did you think something was about to happen? Well, it's the stuff you're talking about. So we've seen his behavior till now, and it was pretty straightforward. He was looking at his phone. He was kind of paying attention to the officer. Now he's starting to discount the officer, look around, look at his surroundings.
Yep.
Those are all indicators of his thought process changing.
Yep. I call him rabbit eyes. You start seeing like any reasonable person's looking at the cop. Like, oh shit, what do I got to do to get out of this? This dude's looking like I'm not getting out of this. So what's my next options? And he's looking around to get out of here.
Is the car off? Teletype.
The cop sees it. That was the cop seeing it. He goes and he asked the question: is the car off?
It's about to be in.
Yeah, it is.
No, I just asked that.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. I just asked because I couldn't. I can't tell if the car's off.
Oh, dude, it sounded like it came out of the camera because I think you guys were talking over each other, so it made it sound funny.
Are you serious, 10-4?
And no, I don't know if the car's off or not.
10-4.
That's a terrible rental.
So I can't give you all the information at this point. However, I did want to advise you that I'm showing two out of state 49 so far. One with an alert marked as dangerous and violent tendencies. 211's on the way to you. I'll advise once I'm finished going through the roof.
So even dispatch knows something's up.
Yeah.
10-4.
This is when I placate. Yeah, bro.
All right,
That's
team, 1
exactly
second,
what you needed. Yeah, give me a second.
There's the
Beautiful. Put the okay. Let's pause that. So for those that don't know what the hell he just threw down there, it's called a Terminator. They're about this long, and they've got spikes inside of them, and they're made for low mile per hour punctures of the tire. So these big hollow tubes. It works just like a spike strip. And so he put that under there in case this car takes off. Smart tactic. They have smaller ones called piranhas. They look like little triangles, basically. A lot of motor cops will use those. And so he's anticipating this guy's about to take off. Good move.
Put your hands on the steering wheel. Your weapon's on you, right? All right, step out of the vehicle for me. Step out of the vehicle for me. Step out of the vehicle.
For me, I'm only asking twice, like rapid succession. There's not much discussion, and then I'm using this pillar here as an armbar fulcrum to start extracting you out of the vehicle. He's got it set up pretty good. The elbow's right on the frame right here, and all you do is you step back behind this B pillar, and as you grab from behind the head and use this as a lever mechanism. So for those that have never done that, any officers out there listening, that is a great tool to get these guys up and out of that vehicle that they decide to start holding onto the wheel.
I get that. Face the car. Put your hands on it. Don't reach. All right. Hands behind your back. Not in the restaurant. You're just gonna be secured, okay? Not right now.
You're being detained. Not under arrest. Just detained.
So no weapons in the car on you, right? No. Okay.
Well, it's nice I found a video that didn't involve a shooting. Finally.
30 feet forward, just gonna make sure nothing on you, alright?
I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit.
I'm Abby Maxman, President and CEO of Oxfam America. I know it feels like the world.
We are, sir?
Yeah. Hello there. How are you?
All right, so question time. We've told him you're not under arrest, you're just being detained. What's our probable cause to search a vehicle right now? I'm hearing crickets, boys. What's the deal? Does anybody else think this is a sketchy search?
Yeah. His story wasn't adding up, but obviously he changed where he was from, where he was going, where he's flying out of. The no one knows what the rental car. So you have a lot of things that are not adding up. Is that PC to rip the car?
I don't think
it
is.
I think though, didn't dispatch tell him that he has 2 like out of state warrants?
Yes,
warrants.
They said he's wanted. He has warrants, but they just told him he's not under arrest.
But do they have confirmation?
Right, exactly.
I don't know. So
yeah, I mean, we would be similar. So like if he had warrants and they weren't confirmed yet, we would kind of say the same thing. Like you're being detained right now, and then once they're confirmed, yes, you're under arrest.
Okay, fair.
For the warrants.
Did the the first officer, the one that we're watching the body camera, did he see something in the car that's given him PC and he maybe not have verbalized
True,
it yet?
true.
That type of thing.
Yeah, and plus I fast forwarded. He may have told him, "Hey man, we confirmed on your warrant, you're under arrest," and now they're tearing the car apart. So
I heard you on the radio. I was like, we had that.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't imagine wearing a white patrol shirt. All right, what do we think, boys? Guns or drugs?
Same one at the airport.
I think a little bit of both.
I'm going with dope. This is my favorite part. I love searching cars.
One of them was. I think it's for robbery. No, they're in my car. I have his keys.
I got his cards that were in the person's. I just put them here.
You say a bunch of weed?
100%. And the weed.
That's a no-go on the verbal consent.
He said he only had a zip, but I'm seeing at least 4 packages here. So maybe there's something in his bags in the trunk.
So he said he may have a zip. So I'm not sure if he's talking about a vape with THC in it or whatever. So obviously we missed something on that fast forward that gave them consent to look in the vehicle. And also somebody had said that he give him verbal consent. We may have missed that as well.
Right. But sounds like they've already hit the jackpot on weed. Said 4 containers of weed. I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but the verbal consent piece, once they hook him and put him in the car, the verbal consent's done. There is no verbal consent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct.
Yep. Oh, well, there's a little weed right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chad said that the elk that lived these containers right here is weed delivery. So that company that's on these packages is for weed. They call me Google in the academy.
What'd you say?
It looks like they've been using that as a hiding spot.
Where?
This panel here was loose.
Oh.
And there's like trash box and everything.
I want to see the jackpot.
That's on the birth certificate too.
Pills.
I don't think there's.
I don't think we hit anything big.
Approximately 27 grams of marijuana.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Deputies located approximately 27 grams of marijuana and other drug paraphernalia. It was determined Moore had an active warrant from Ohio. Moore was placed under arrest for possession of marijuana over 20 grams and possession of drug paraphernalia. He is currently being held with no bond.
I wouldn't
Thank
call
you for
that.
watching.
I wouldn't call that the
Like
mother
and-
load. But,
No, that's perfect.
I wouldn't call that the mother load, but it's not a bad little pop. Definitely gave himself away for sure on that one.
The grams.
Yeah.
We're looking for pounds, kilos.
Yeah. The big thing right now is the THC liquid. That's a big one here.
It's huge
in Texas, and it's
the gummies
getting people wrapped up with felonies. So it ain't legal everywhere, folks. Make sure you know the laws in the states you go to.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. How do I share? There we go. And biggie size. Make sure we're in. Oh, no. I guess
this is Wisconsin.
Yep.
1st, 2022. Police were dispatched to a residence in response to a burglary in progress in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The caller was at the home in the basement and witnessed, via surveillance camera, a male subject enter the home. The male was later identified as 40-year-old Christopher Lamb.
Christopher Lamb, he's on the land.
Oh, it's right there. That one right there.
All right. If none of you guys have ever been a cop in a northern state, I have. I know Suresh definitely. Snow can definitely help you out quite a bit. And in this case, you can stay very quiet and you can get your perimeter set up. So as I'm approaching this place, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I want to get a nice perimeter set up. Chad goes, that looks awful.
It does.
That's why I moved away from it.
What's that?
Upon approaching the home, officers discovered a fresh set of footprints in the snow, which led from the driveway to the back of the house.
Hell yeah. See, that's why snow's awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
I love it.
Along the side.
I think even the FBI would recognize that as a clue.
I'll move around the back. You want to watch the front until someone gets here?
Depends on what Facebook tells them to do with it.
That's right.
The officer in front heard noises from inside the garage.
All right. The moment I hear noises, send me another fucking unit or two. Mm-hmm. Even though there's two of us, I don't care. I want as many bodies as we can get, because you don't get an occupied burglary too often. Mm-hmm. You get there, you're either Johnny come lately or it's not everything it you hoped it would be. It's a resident that, my alarm went off, or nosy neighbor, whatever. Typically, you don't get an occupied house.
And observe Christopher open the door with a bag full of items.
Nice. Like Santa Claus. I like it. Rolling with a Glock, taking cover.
As the officer pointed his firearm at him, he immediately complied and laid on the ground.
Oh shit, the other officer's the one that got it.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was this guy.
Got one up there?
Yep.
All right.
Handcuff. I'm the only one here.
So now my concern is other people. And he just said, I'm the only one here. I don't believe
Right.
bad guys. Sorry. So now I want to get him in cuffs as quick as I can, make sure he doesn't have a weapon on him, and stuff him in the car while somebody else watches the open door.
I'm not on my parents' health insurance anymore, and I work for myself doing a bit of everything. So I found a plan for just
join the military.
I'm not fighting.
Nora 116 headquarters. We have one in custody.
4 times you came to the same place. Unbelievable.
Here. What?
Double lock. So anybody wondering what this officer's doing right now is these cuffs, once they get put on, you don't want them to keep cinching down. Sometimes the bad guy will put his hands up against the back of the car seat or something like that, and it'll cinch too tight. What the double locking mechanism does is it once it hits a certain position, now you're preventing it from loosening or tightening.
And Chad made a good comment right there. Cover that door, bro. There's 2 of them that I can see right now.
Yeah.
And that's one thing to me is I would hope that the officer that's on top of him would friggin' holster up, get him handcuffed while his partner's friggin' watching that fatal funnel.
Yeah, but you know, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know if any of you guys been in the same kind of situation where you end up just taking somebody down in the most unideal spot and you just got to deal with it. And I think that's what happened here. It's just, it happened there. And I guarantee you that cop with his back to the door does not like that position.
No. Yeah. You're probably absolutely right. Somebody asked, why is it legal for stores to sell the gummies and the liquid here in Texas? All over Hazlet and Dallas and other areas, you see gummies and oils. I don't know. I don't know what's in them. I don't know.
Is that CBD or THC?
I was going to say, I think it's CBD.
Difference on that. So what we're finding here in the area that I work, it's a CBD base, and it's not a THC base. Right. Once you go THC within the state of Texas, that's when it becomes illegal.
Yeah, I think that's the short version of that. Let's see. Let's keep going.
What's your name, bud?
Yeah.
Chris what?
Lamb.
Chris Lamb?
Yeah. I'm pull your squad up.
Yeah.
What's the story with this house? This is the 3rd burglary this month. Does the guy live here?
No ties to it at all.
This isn't like a rental, and this is the victim, but he lives here. The victim lives here.
That's my understanding.
Good
It's
Lord.
like 2 adults and a kid. The kid was a caller, a teenager or something. I bet it wasn't the father that was here that called. So
really,
this looks like a real appealing house.
So it's just an weird.
Eau Claire Police Department. Will you come upstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna get done.
Okay. Okay, your son, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. I never met you. I met your dad last week here. So, yeah, this individual, obviously, you don't know him.
I haven't seen his face, so I don't know.
Okay. Do you know a Christopher Lamb?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. All right. Well, he's in custody. He's got some stuff out here, so I'm going to bring it back in. I need to take some photos and stuff.
Okay.
You can tell me if it's your guys', which I'm guessing it is. So I'll be right back. Are you doing all right?
A little shaky,
freaky, isn't it?
Well, we got him.
Dad on the phone.
Yeah. Well, you're on speaker, so you might want to watch your words because you're not here.
Good son.
Yeah.
I believe that he decided to come again. Unbelievable. I mean, it's insane.
I love it. Speaking of, hey, he ain't wrong.
No,
he break into my house,
dude. But how does that same house get broke into 4 times?
I don't know.
In 1 week?
There's something else definitely going on.
Yeah, for sure.
2021, Officer Matthew Knutson conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle after it failed to give way to another motorist in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The driver, later identified as 47-year-old Robert Sanchez, allegedly pulled out into an intersection and nearly caused an accident. As Robert observed Officer Knutson turn around, he quickly pulled into a driveway and fled on foot.
You just said, I'm out.
Traffic. They're going to dock Richmond and Bader. Truck. Bravo Charles 1193. Get back to the car!
That's an old dude.
He gone.
All right. So as that happens, me personally, I got to clear the car because I don't know what the hell just happened. Make sure there's nobody in there. So that's going to put me behind on trying to catch this dude.
Male Hispanic, blue shirt.
Another officer nearby ordered him to stop, but he was non-compliant and continued fleeing.
Get on the ground!
Okay, that is sketch right there. I am sketched out with the losing sight.
Yeah, and it looks like he's making a move with his arm or hand.
Yeah, he ducked down. So for me, deadly force here. Not that I'm going to shoot. I'm just saying my gun's out. Not going to taser. And then you got to be concerned in these cold states. He had a big jacket on. Taser doesn't necessarily going to get through that, especially if it's a nice Carhartt.
Also,
sir, get on the ground!
What's that?
I said also not taking another step toward him.
Yeah. I'm going to use my angles.
Get on the ground! Not listening to my commands. She's on Manitowoc walk by the house. Sir, get on the ground!
She's using the engine block.
I
like it.
He's just walking around in the yard, won't listen to my commands, has his hands in his pockets. Sir, take your hands out of your pockets!
You know what? I have seen this. I think I've played this on here before now. I won't talk.
Get your hands out of your pockets!
I'll let you guys discuss this one.
He's using cover good.
Where's my next unit? I need one here in Manitowoc and Bader.
She's doing a really good job of not getting sucked in and using cover.
Run yourself on Bader again. Get on the ground!
Got light. I like it.
Keep reaching in his pockets.
So there's a debate on running with your gun out. Now, for me, it's accepted policy violation that I'm going to do if I have a situation like she's saying. He keeps reaching in his pockets. I've got him in sight. I'm not taking the time to put my gun up and try to draw it back out every time he decides to walk, run, whatever it is. I'm running with my gun out on this one. And I'm not a big fan of that. Trust me, I don't like the idea of it, but I'm not losing the time it takes to draw.
Yeah, I agree. I think I just think it's a deadly force situation still because there's so many unknowns, and it seems like he's trying to suck her into an ambush.
Yeah. Suicide by cop, whatever it is, it's,
she's being clear, she's being concise, she's giving good orders, and the dude's still not listening.
Yep.
I mean, what are the chances that where are they at in Wisconsin right now? What are the chances that he speaks a different language? A little bit slimmer than what it is down here.
Yeah.
But I think she's doing okay so far.
Get on the ground, sir! We're at Imperial.
Despite being commanded to show his hand several times, he refused, and the officer...
Anybody notice that she's using a handheld flashlight, but she's got a flashlight on her gun?
Yeah.
They're deployed a taser. However, it had no effect.
There you go, Eric.
Taser! Oh!
Looks like she missed on one.
Yeah.
So one of the things we look for in these body cam videos when they shoot with the taser is the leads, the strings that come out. If one goes really limp, all of a sudden, that means that one didn't land. It shot out as far as it could or bounced off something, and now it's just flopping in the wind.
As Robert kept running, Officer Knutson drove his squad car over the curb and hit Robert with it, forcing him to the ground.
Shit. Get on the ground.
Oh, nice.
Put your arms behind your back.
Oh,
Put your arms behind your back.
The crack he's carrying? That's it right there.
There's one.
Yep. I'm afraid of that other one again.
What a thumb?
Slow down.
That was government issue crack right there.
Is he wearing a thumb?
So, hitting with the car. I want to take this one over to Matt because Matt, you're the type of guy that's going to be looking at this when your deputies do this stuff.
Defendable, man. I like it. He has not complied the entire time, and I think they're good, man. And it was you saw it. It was essentially an impact strike with a car.
Yeah, not used it with the intent to kill or right. seriously injure.
Essentially a human pit maneuver.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean,
now the argument will be made like is that deadly force?
Nah, not at that speed. I mean,
No,
the
not
cop
at
knew what he
all.
was doing.
Yeah. So, curious
Like
what
it.
the
People will argue the point, that the vehicle could be a deadly instrument, but it could be just as deadly if I tackled him and he hit his head on the curb. And you got to think about all the stuff that has went on up until this point. And again, I think thinking outside the box and how can I end this? And that's good stuff.
Yeah. Looking at the comments on here. My concern in the T County is the lethal force used for active resistance. So what they're saying is that using the vehicle in itself may be considered lethal force where they're at. So
yeah,
it may be considered, but it all goes down to the articulation of that report.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the bottom line. You guys know as well as I do is that officer's gonna be able to articulate that well enough. That was not a fatal strike. That was I'm almost at zero. I'm going to get his attention. I'm going to get him on the ground where nobody else gets hurt and everybody gets.
Well, and I mean, let's address the elephant in the room too. This all depends on where you work in the country.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep, I agree. Let's see here. He said Lake Worth officer got indicted for that a couple years back.
Yeah, but I think his was a little bit
Did
different.
He run him over or did he do a little love tap?
I'm trying to remember the Lake Worth one exactly.
I'm just reading.
Hey, Blue Voice, if you could inbox one of us the video on that, because I know it was on one of the dash cam videos. Just as a reminder.
Yeah. All right. Let's. I want to know why he ran.
I told you it was all that crack he was all in.
I think he really is wearing a thong.
It's on for. I can't breathe. I'm good. I can't breathe. I just didn't want to get on. I had nobody. I can't breathe. He kept reaching in his jacket pocket. I can't breathe.
What's your name?
I think this is a good point here, Eric, because of all the can't breathe stuff that is happening with cops, right? So you can hear this guy, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. So people would argue just from watching this video, oh, he's telling you he can't breathe and you guys are trying to kill him. But you got to understand, like all of these officers are actually on scene. They can see where his face is, if there's any obstructions, how he's positioned. Right. And so all of that goes into account. And how many people tell you that they get incarceritis really quick, where everything hurts. They have all these medical problems that they're dealing with that aren't really there. It's just the fact that they're under arrest now.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't breathe either. Like I'm huffing and puffing. I just chased your ass. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's part of that's what happens. Neither one of us can breathe. So let me see. Why did this give us
regarding Officer Knutson's actions that night? The body cam and squad car video of the incident were immediately reviewed alongside Officer Knutson's police report. While examining the report, it revealed inconsistencies in his explanation of how his squad car came into contact with Robert during the pursuit. Following the assessment of the footage, Officer Knutson was placed on paid administrative leave, and the Green Bay police chief requested an investigation to be conducted by the sheriff's office. Approximately 6 months passed, and the DA's office officially filed a criminal complaint against Officer Knutson. The police chief made a public statement saying, "We take all allegations of misconduct by Green Bay police officers seriously. I will not tolerate excessive force, ethical violations, or criminal activity by GBPD members." In Officer Knutson's report, he stated, "I started to pull my vehicle up on the western side of the driveway in order to get my vehicle out of the roadway due to the other vehicles already on the road." The criminal complaint emphasized that statement, saying, "You will find in his report that he describes him hitting Robert with his squad car at the last second and other vehicles being in the road." The squad camera tells a different story. There is no other vehicle in the roadway in front of Officer Knutson's right to left and headed towards a driveway. The district attorney further explained, there was no need for Officer Knutson to drive on the grass as there was no other vehicle in the driveway at that time. Additionally, he mentioned the officers on scene seemed to be amused by Robert's situation. He mentioned the timestamp of the occurrence, saying, "After placing Robert in the rear of the squad car, Knutson can be seen mimicking Robert hobbling after being struck. to the laughter of the other officers on scene. It was also discovered that the use of force sheet submitted by Knutson did not mention him striking Robert with his squad car. The district attorney said Knutson gave a further indication that he meant to imply he had struck Robert accidentally. Without the use of force sheet and some of the video recordings being disclosed, it is hard to determine how reliable these statements are.
That's where you fucked up, Knut.
Dude.
He buried himself.
Yeah,
dude,
he did.
Tell the truth. I could tell all day you intended to tap him with your car,
bro. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here because I feel like when officers do this, a lot of times it is because they are at an agency or in a region where they feel like they're going to get slammed for telling the truth, right? So if he came out and he articulated it correctly, he's worried that his own agency is going to hammer him out. So he's worried about the discipline, and he screws up and goes down this rabbit hole of telling these lies. And it doesn't excuse his behavior for telling those lies, but I'm saying a lot of times I just feel like officers are forced into these dilemmas where they have to choose, like, oh man, am I going to get in trouble for my agency, or am I going to do this? Now the other behavior, if he had the behavior on camera where he was mimicking the guy, that's all unacceptable.
Yeah.
Here's the deal just with me, this type of action right here, if I was the sheriff of a chief of an agency, you're done. It's obviously on your friggin' dash cam. And just like Chad wrote in there, you're watching your dash cam as you're articulating your report, because we need to have all the reminders we can as we're stroking that friggin' report out, because that report, if it wasn't written, it didn't happen.
Right.
And what's seen on the dash cam there, if he didn't articulate that right, that's on that dude. I'm sorry. So it goes back to his FTO. It goes back to his first line supervisors who were on scene when the approval process, that report was going up the chain.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's very.
I tell my guys, write your report without watching the camera first, because I want you to recall it, like what you remember when you were in the mode, because that's significant. Because the way you remembered things and the way things came across to you versus how the camera saw it may be a little different. So you write your report and then you say, I reviewed my body cam footage and saw this, and then go down explaining the body camera as well. Because the way we perceive things, like he said, he initially said that there was a car in the way, and maybe that's the way he remembered it. But then you can't go forward and say that you didn't intend to tap this guy, because things happened too perfect for you to say. Like, it doesn't fit, bud. Like
bottom line, he buried himself on this, and I'm always batting for officers, but when stuff like this happens, if that's the truth in the whole circle and scheme of things, I feel bad for him as a person, but as an officer articulating in the ethical values that we're supposed to have out here to serve and protect, that's unsaid.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah,
what do you think, Suresh?
I don't know how in this day and age, like, and I'm not trying to be bad about this, but like, how stupid are you to write a report that,
right?
I've taken some heat for this, but like, you have to have some intelligence about you. And I've worked with and I've met some highly unintelligent police officers, and God bless them. I mean, they're doing the job, they're doing their best, but
hey man, I try. Leave me alone.
If you are writing a report and there is video tape recordings of what you're saying happened and what you did, how can you not review the video? I mean, I was a big DWI guy. I can't even tell you how many arrests I had. And what I would do is I'd come in and I'm going to go against you here, Eric, because I knew that during the course of an incident, things might be happening in my mind. I might be seeing things, hearing things, whatever. So I always, when I, process them, put them away, come back, sit down, and I review the dash cam. And I make sure that what's on the video is what really happened. And yeah, sometimes you're like, oh shit, I thought we turned down this street before I lit them up, but I didn't light them up until we got on this road. Okay, good. So, all right. So I get all that out, and I write the report literally as I'm watching the dash cam and my body cam on the screen. I write my report, so I'm not writing like the words are not going on the screen or into my report that are something that never happened. So I do that. I review the video. I make sure it matches my report. Okay, and that's it. It's simple. How are you going to even remotely write a report and the shit in the video doesn't even remotely support what you're saying? Like, did he think no one was going to watch the video?
Right. Give me 1 second. We got somebody gave me a link.
Yeah, that's
one of our
Lake Worth.
Yeah, we got the Lake Worth video here. Pause. Let me share this one instead. Boom. All right. Let's watch what they're talking about here. Oh god, that audio. A lot of speed. Yeah. Okay.
That's deadly force.
That's a lot different there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude got smushed.
Yeah, that is definitely deadly force speed.
Yeah.
100%.
All right.
Yeah, and I really don't understand why this guy. It baffles me when we got to the end of that story. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he blew this, because I really felt like when he used the move, good plan of attack, good methodology, and if he just would have went with like, hey, because what I was thinking when he did that, I'm thinking, okay, good job, because who knows where this guy is going and what he's up to, and I don't want a hostage situation. He may bust into a house. I mean, there's so much articulation to why you need to stop him, and then to go down the road of that he did. Oh my god,
that it was an accident. Yeah, versus just saying, hey, this is why and what I did.
Yeah,
If that was wrong, okay, my bad, but it worked. Like there's no sustained injuries, nothing. Okay.
Stroking forward, but everybody's going home safe.
It's one of those days when you get back to work after you get slapped with some days off. You know, if you got a good supervisor, he's going to make sure you were taken care of. So
exactly.
All right, let's.
Eric, I'm gonna have to bounce, brother. So I'm gonna head out on you guys.
All right, bro. No problem. I appreciate you being out. Everybody, make sure you check out what Pinell County, Arizona's Sheriff's Department's got going on out there. Matt Thomas, Deputy One Time on Instagram. Fridays with Frank, Mark Lamb, America's Sheriff, all those good things.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you being here, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Good seeing you guys. Be safe out there.
You too,
brother.
Take it easy, Matt.
Later.
Oops. I went to close it for him and I closed Manning. There we go. All right, let's get on to the next one. Shout out to Police Body Cam Videos. I think we've already done that, but we got Air One up in this beast.
Got a blue, like a blue looks like an armful of rifles loaded in the back seat.
Oh, we got
a
gun deal going
away, westbound.
He's dialed super in, super magnified.
40.
This is interesting. I've never look at the projected roadways. Do you see that?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
that is neat. I have not.
There's a large place in the Metroplex that got the same thing on their chopper.
Really?
Through Sneed Court.
That's pretty badass. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's like augmented reality.
Yeah.
Now Google Earth when it does it.
40 SS all white Chevrolet pickup in the orchard. There's
You got a marked unit behind it already? Oh yeah. He gonna run.
4011 copy.
You got a bunch of rifles in the bag. He gonna run.
All right, 41 is that you're right behind him.
Okay, from Flex 78, Boyd, David Edwards, 674. I'll be standby for that yet.
All right, when's he gonna take off?
They're Fairway and Clinton headed northbound.
LA1 you want to just go to Carver? I think me and CSP can probably handle that.
Through the intersection now. Continue.
That's always a bad sign. The cop didn't stop at the stop sign, but you did.
Payroll deduct. He'll take care of it.
135 behind you.
It's like old classic Dodge Durango, maybe.
total shipbag car. Yep.
Yep.
Northbound fairway from Gateway.
So now for me, if I know this car is about to take off, I've strapped everything down. I'm looking at all my loose items in the car. I'm making sure my mic's in a good position.
Gonna be going, looks like eastbound from Fairway and Summerfield.
All right, we got 4 marked units.
Take off.
There you go.
This is about 1.
There's got it. We're going eastbound past Cypress up to El Dorado
Such
Court.
a good feeling when you know you got airborne on.
Going westbound Kelso from Peterman.
Georgia.
Oh,
all right, he's in the court. Kelso Street is in the dead end of the court there. Stand by for a lake bail.
Oh.
All right, we got a lake bail. He's running westbound into.
Stay on foot. Stay in the car.
Okay, we're over a fence. Now he's going to be continuing westbound through the complex here. Continuing westbound. He is out to Crest Road now. All right, we got one at gunpoint.
Oh, shoot. We got shots fired.
On the vehicle.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Hey, he turned and tried to shoot, didn't he?
The front plate is actually on the dash inside the vehicle.
Let's go back.
Units 75.
I'm trying to watch the
west,
subject.
dead into the court there. Stand by for a lake bail. All right, we got a lake bail. He's running westbound into. Okay, we're over a fence. Now he's going to be continuing westbound through the complex here.
I thought it looked like he was starting to pull right here. So as he gets in,
right when he landed over the fence.
He is out to Crest Road now.
Here, it looks like he's
all right, we got one at gunpoint.
Yeah, he fired.
On the vehicle.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
So he got the first shot off, the officer.
I don't know if the guy presented a weapon or he just turned and faced the officer. But it looked like he got shot when he turned back around to run from the officer.
Okay, we're over a fence. Now he's going to be continuing westbound through westbound into. Okay, we're over a fence. Now he's going to be continuing westbound through the complex here. Continuing westbound.
So right here's where I think he starts to.
He is out to Crest Road now.
Turn.
All right, we got one at gunpoint.
There's 2 plates on the vehicle.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
The officer punches his head.
The complex here. Continuing westbound.
Watch the officer's head.
He is out to Crest Road now. All right, we got one at gunpoint.
There's 2 plates on the vehicle.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
540. The front plate is actually on the dash.
Yeah, that was oh, we got body cam.
Oh, we got body cam? Oh,
yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Stop, please! Corey, stop! Stop! Stop!
That's when we saw the gun. So he didn't fire, but he turned and.
Yep. He presented.
Stop!
What did he say?
Put your hands out! Put your hands out! Hands out to your side! Do it now! Do it now!
Because
Hands
I
out to your
can't feel
side!
nothing.
Put your hands out to the side now!
That's a good point that he made too. He said, "I can't feel nothing. I can't see shit in this picture."
Yeah, that's typical.
Did he?
Typical body camera from the changing of the temperatures and
Pointing gun at Officer Crane. Wow.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep, there it is. Now I see it.
Yep.
I'm curious
Like
if
I
it
said,
jammed.
So he just threw him.
Oh, he tried to throw it. Why would you turn? What an idiot.
He did.
Damn. So that goes into force science, folks. If you're wondering, like, why is he still shooting? Because we're playing it in slow motion. And what you perceive and what you see takes a few, it takes milliseconds, but
yep.
What we just saw, he'd already seen a gun and was firing at a threat. That cop didn't even register that gun got thrown, if he did see it.
Well, he definitely saw the gun. He initiated force because he's met with deadly force.
Yep.
period. And no, he probably didn't see it get thrown. He probably thinks it's still in his hands when he's hitting the ground. And on a body cam review, he saw it. But when you're there in the action, you're trying to stop that threat immediately.
Yeah. So bad guys, if you're going to get rid of your gun and your intent was not to get in a gunfight, figure out better ways. Don't turn towards the officer with the gun in your hand. That's a good bad guy tip for you guys. If any bad guys are watching this. So don't do that. That's bad practice on y'all's behalf. What's that?
Where did that take place?
Oh, that's good.
That was in California. I didn't catch the city.
Oh, okay.
The Air One was something California on the bottom, just over from Eric's name when he was playing. It said California something.
Okay. Yeah, that was Don't Jesus, just for whatever reason you were retrieving that, just drop it. Just separate yourself from it as quick as you can.
Or just don't pull it. Just don't pull it and go to the ground.
Yeah, don't pull it. Just put your hands up. Let them see it.
Go to the ground.
Yeah,
don't pull
for
it,
sure.
Go to the ground. Get your hands out. Toss. Oh yeah, you're right. I think he saw the gun. I think what was it?
Juke.
Yeah, Caber, H-Cat. I think you're right. Yeah, I think he saw the gun come up and kind of like went like this and drew. And when he came back up, the guy had already thrown it at that point, and he was just putting rounds down at that point.
But still, I mean, even I think y'all agree with this. Even when that goes to a friggin' review council, or when he gets in, possibly indicted, they're going to sit there and look at that, and what is the fear level? Does the officer fear for his life? Period. That's a friggin' packed neighborhood. That's obviously a very busy area. I think the officer is good in the actions that he did. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that was a standard issue shoot right there.
And just so everybody that's watching that understands this, even like we watched that Lake Worth one, I don't know that Lake Worth officer, but just watching 10 seconds of that body camera, I'm like, Jesus, you're going to friggin' hit somebody going that kind of speed. I mean, we're not here to be pro officer on this. We're looking at this as officers with experience, giving our opinion on what's unfolding in front of us, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dangerous. Wow.
All right.
I'm guessing the guy who shot was paralyzed because he said he can't move.
Yeah, he said he couldn't do anything. Yeah. Oh, this is short.
Talk to you.
All right, what is he running for?
That's my whole question right now.
This is
Is he out for a night run?
This is the old. Now we don't have the information, but if you're an officer, these younger officers, this is something that may get you caught up. Let's say you do end up getting in a shooting here, because we don't know how this video turns out. Let's say you get in a shooting. What were you chasing for?
Right. What was the initial call or self-initiated activity?
Yeah.
What was the reason you were there? Do you have a legal reason?
Was there a legal reason to be there? So, it's hard instinct to get out of the newer cops, because you see a zebra run and you're a lion. You can't help instinct. You got to control yourself. But we don't know. We're just assuming here. This could be a call. Get the description out, clearing the corners, trying to use anything I can for cover. Or is he? Oh, he is. He's got a handheld. Folks.
Old school.
It's 2023. And this body cam footage is from 2023. This is fresh.
Is he got his radio?
That was last week.
It's last week. My man.
His department's like, you're not getting a lapel mic this week.
Let me get. Hold on a second. Let me.
Wow.
Listen to me.
Detective cover
if
patrol.
You're an officer out there and you don't have earpiece, or take it back. Get an earpiece. Listen, it's 2023. Get a fucking earpiece. There's no reason for running around holding a handheld. There is nothing. Holy shit.
Hey, I can't argue with that. I don't have an earpiece, man. But it's I got my radio right here in my vest, and it's literally Hawkins
I get
right there.
that,
It's just
but a part of that too is I don't want people to hear my radio traffic. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, absolutely on that. Yes.
yeah, I don't want people hearing my radio traffic. And plus, where I work, it's very loud. There's a lot of bar music playing, shit like that. Where you're at, you got to hear.
Here's my excuse: if I'm 7 miles out of the county seat, out in the county patrolling, my handheld ain't gonna friggin' work anyway. So it's like here's a paperweight. I'm gonna hold this on your insurance.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to my radio in the car.
All right, let's keep going. 1990s cop over here. Is that a taser?
Sounds like
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It
So
sounds
he
like
fired a taser.
combat.
That looks like the laser on the ground right there.
I have one running from 361.
We're slowing down. We're getting tired.
Hey!
Get on the ground. Come on, boss. No. Hey! Oh, my head. My head, boss. Boss, my head. No. Boss, get on,
He's been
man.
to prison. This man's boss.
My God. This arresting by ourselves stuff, guys.
Yeah,
We've watched too many videos of this. Do not go hands-on alone. Hold what you got. There's no rush. He's on the ground. See if he can command him. If he decides to start running again, shoot him with the taser, whatever it is. But the moment you commit to going hands-on, you've really given up a big tactical advantage.
From my head. Stop. Boss, I'm bleeding from my head, boss. Come on, man. Boss, please, no, man. Please. Please, boss.
So for me, I'm going to try to get out on the radio. Of course, it's going to be much harder for Mr. Handheld over here.
His radio's on the ground. His radio's on the ground.
I know. Yeah. So, dude, I can't. This officer, if you watch this shit, dude, I'm sorry for making fun of you, but Jesus. Like, you probably are walking around with a $1,500 iPhone and you didn't take the $35 it takes to get an earpiece. Jesus Christ. Let's get some of these.
10 years said sometimes you're the only officer on there, so I can relate to that 110%. Sometimes we're the primary and we're the backup all wrapped up into one.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately it is.
No, you're not wrong. Not wrong, but it still doesn't mean you need to have a handheld.
Oh,
son.
Stop. Drop it.
Oh, we got a gun in hand.
Oh shit.
Well, that's I'm okay with that all day long. We didn't see it in the video, but all right. Let's go to the next one.
Wow.
Yeah, that
quickly.
But that's the dangers of going hands-on alone.
New York City now, need police fire medical.
New York.
Police on 36 between Neptune and Mermaid. There's a guy in a white shirt. He's walking down the street with a gun.
West 36, Neptune, male, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, sir.
He looks Hispanic.
Male,
he has a white.
Now, this description in Texas or Florida are not necessarily a big deal.
Right.
In New York, you can't do this shit.
Yeah, he has a white hoodie. He's standing in the middle of the street right now.
White hoodie with a hoodie. Okay, sir. Anyone hurt, or he just is displaying the gun?
No, he's walking around with a gun. He shot it. I heard the shot. He's still out there holding the gun in his hand.
All right, so he did make the shots go off.
Yes, he's chasing somebody.
Okay, male, Hispanic. Which way is he running? I hear this yelling. Tell me which way is he running, sir?
Oh, police is there. Police is there.
Okay, the police are there?
Yeah, unmarked unit is there.
Okay, all right. No one is hurt, though?
I don't know, because there was someone else that was like running from him, and he's trying to chase that other person.
Okay, but the cops are there?
I see one cop pulling up, but they're not even getting out the car. Now they're getting out the car.
Okay, now they're getting out? You sure it's PD?
Yes, they have it's unmarked units. They have the blue and red flashing lights.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you. I'm operator one.
Oh shit!
What happened? Talk to me. What happened?
It's going down out there.
Do they have him, or are they shooting at him? Talk to me, sir.
I think they're pointing. They just pulled out their guns at him.
Okay. So all right. So they're handling it. Okay. All right. So they're not in any danger. Just want to make sure of that.
All right, sir. I'm operator 1447. Thank you. I have more units responding, though, okay?
I love her attempt to smooth that over.
But that dispatch is awesome. So they're handling their business, right? All right, then we'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let me handle more calls. The people
That's
that I
right.
need there are there. That's fucking funny.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. So here's our man, white hoodie. I'm not seeing a gun yet. It's blending in with his pants. This lady's like, who's this fella? Okay, right hand. I'm seeing. I can't see a gun, but it looks like he's.
There's that unmarked right there. See that exploded?
I wonder how they saw this. I wonder if somebody flagged him down or.
No, they just watching body motions.
Well, that's a marked. That's a marked.
Two marked units.
You got a marked there, and you got an unmarked.
He's firing.
Oh shit!
Well.
Oh, he's still look. Even though he's hit, he's still firing.
Wow, he just
still in the fight.
Look at
Officers
that.
took cover behind the car. Oh, flanked him.
Go back.
How far you want me to go back?
Right there. No,
right there.
Yeah, somehow an officer came from over
I
here
didn't
where
see
the
that.
mouse is.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So here's the first unmarked right there rolling in.
Okay.
They're hitting their brakes. It looks like a ghost unit. You can kind of almost see it.
Yeah. No, it's
You
no.
got the marked.
It has a light bar.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a light bar.
Look at this. That's not the best position to be in, but yeah, he fires. Boom, boom.
You see the shit hit the building back here.
Yep. Oh, here's our unmarked.
Yep.
Headlights flashing. Just laying
look at
down.
that.
Laying down the business.
Here we go.
They took refuge behind the car.
Oh, David, shots fired! 3-6 Neptune!
Pressed out.
Using the SIG.
Stop fucking shooting! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Cease fire! Cease fire!
Good communication going on.
Here's
the
backup officers.
Oh, this ain't the backup. This is the partner in the same car.
3-6 Neptune! Fuck! Ah!
Crossfire, crossfire. They're yelling out. Good communication.
Yep.
This does not look like a marked unit.
Is this the BMW that one?
I think that's the unmarked. Yeah, so that one is unmarked, guys. The first one that pulled up.
All right, move. Tell this guy to move the car. What's the description?
So they,
TJ, get in the car.
So they knew who they were
Get in the
looking
car.
for. They just
Where?
put it
What's
out
he
over
wearing?
the radio.
TJ, get in the car.
TJ's like, it's time for lunch, bro.
Where is he at? Oh, shit.
Right place, right time.
Yep.
Drop the gun! Stop shooting! Stop shooting! Stop shooting!
Yeah.
Where is he at?
That dude fell out the car.
Yeah, he did.
TJ keeps his job. He didn't fire a single round.
Cease fire!
Ceasefire. You didn't start firing. You fell out the car.
Yeah.
It's friendly banter,
100%.
guys. Friendly banter.
Yep.
I would be teasing him in roll call. Ain't nobody had time to get the body cams going.
Don't shoot! Cease fire!
Wow. Not much to discuss, really. I mean,
there's not. So let's talk about that female that was involved in this. Obviously, may have been a victim if the officers weren't there in time.
Yeah.
And this being New York City with the amount of the population there, I mean, think about it. All the movies we've seen, all the videos, the TV shows. What are the chances that you've got 2 to 3 marked and unmarked units there when this dude's about to do a crime? He's obviously going to rob her, or to each his own on it. But I mean, he's going to do something illicit, and these guys roll up. We don't know the full details on this. There may have been something else that's triggered us to get these guys there in this amount of time. But
yeah. Man, that was, I mean, it's beautiful. And you even had a UC rolling up the opposite way. That's the one that ended up flanking and having great cover fire on that. And he's the one that said cease fire because he knew. He's like, I just laid the business down on this guy. He never even seen me. And which is great. And that is why when you have somebody that's being engaged, these 2 officers, I'll show on with my mouse. These officers up here, oh, you can't even see my mouse. Why? Yeah, there you go. These officers up here, they're engaged with this guy. That's when you take advantage as another officer. That is the time to move up and take advantage of the distraction while you've got it. So that's classic military tactics for anybody that's been in the military. But it works in police work as well. And I know people are like, well, we're not military. Listen.
It's a paramilitarized organization.
Yeah. Most people don't realize that. Police are the domestic military.
Yeah.
You bet.
And a gunfight's a fucking gunfight. So I'm going to use any tactical advantage I can get. And that's one of them. All right. Let's go to the very last video that I have. Oh, wait.
I got about 9 minutes left.
Let me see here. Have we watched this one?
What is it your time, Suresh? 10? About to be 10?
Oh, yeah, about to hit 10.
Wait, hold on. They coming. I have a mom who's taking a child that I have custody of, and I need help because she's getting ready to get into a car and drive off. I'm in San Pedro. I'm in San Pedro right now.
You have custody of it, like sole custody?
I have sole custody, yes. And she's getting ready to pull off in the vehicle right now.
For that. Don't do that, please. I'm begging y'all. Please don't do that.
Don't do what?
Run up on me and
Look at me.
This is where the video actually started.
Y'all gotta understand that, right?
Calm down.
On my page? I'm calm.
No, you're not. Okay, explain to me what's going on.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
Okay, listen to the officer.
Okay. This officer here?
Yes.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, what's going on?
Okay. So, me and my cousin, okay, here you go right here.
Ma'am, talk to me.
No,
Ma'am, talk to me.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll tell you what.
Now we all can talk together since we are here.
So what's going on?
Okay, so I'm good. I'm a mother.
Okay.
First of all. First.
Yes, I understand. You're a mother.
Okay, and that's it.
It's a U-Haul truck.
And
got it on the
I'm
front.
having a hard time co-parenting with my cousin here, of course, because didn't you bring back? Have you seen it? It's just me and my child. You know what I'm saying? So please don't.
Ma'am.
Okay.
So that's a red flag for me, because for me, I definitely I want the keys. I don't want any chance of them getting back in the vehicle. And also I want to see if there's any weapons or anything. So while my partner's talking, the fact that she cared so much about that vehicle, I'm immediately putting her in cuffs from here.
Okay. Is the child in the vehicle?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So just look at the top left of what the vehicle or the video title is.
Okay.
Is that reported? Is that why he made the scene? Do we know that yet?
It sounds like they made the scene because it's a custody issue. It doesn't sound like it's because of what that says.
Just making sure we have to talk. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all wanna do this, y'all could just, you know what I mean?
Listen, dude, I've been able to say about 2 sentences here, okay? Because you haven't been able to explain to me or anything. You keep interrupting me.
I already said I'm in distress already and call somebody that can help me.
Okay, explain to me what that means.
That means that the police does not have no control over this situation.
Okay, I don't even know what the situation is because you haven't been able to explain anything to me.
So why don't you take a deep breath, okay? And let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right? Because I just got here, and I just got some information from what someone told the dispatcher. I really don't understand. Everyone's safe. I'm not concerned about anything right now. No one's going anywhere. All right? But I need to know why I was brought here. So let me ask you a few questions. This is your son, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how old is he?
5.
5? Okay. Now, explain to me, before anything happened today, what's the custody situation with your son?
The custody situation with my son was that my cousin take care of my son and protect him
Okay.
by all costs until his mother gets out of jail and able to obtain custody herself.
Okay, so there is a court order that's staying this?
No, there was a court order.
There was
the
a court
order is closed.
Okay,
This
so
is a wrap.
Okay, so tell me what the court order originally said.
The court order said for me
Okay.
to listen to my cousin
Okay.
by all means necessary because
Your cousin is this gentleman over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me. So you were in jail at some point, correct?
I was incarcerated.
You were incarcerated at some point, all right? And because of that, your child had.
I wasn't in
your
no
cousin
jail.
had
I was
custody of your
incarcerated.
child.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay. So, is that who made that decision? Was it
Me.
Department of Children? No, who made the decision?
No, I made a decision because I asked the courts,
Okay.
can he go with my cousin? Because I trusted my cousin
Okay.
with all that the court was asking. The court asked me, did I know anybody? That means if I know you, that means a family member, a friend, a neighbor that I might know, a nice police officer from back in the day you might know, anybody in the world that could come get your baby today.
Okay. So the court gave your cousin custody of your child.
No. No one has custody of my child. My child's in the system.
All right, I'm going to fast
Meaning
forward
he's
this a little
up for
bit
grabs.
You're
You
not
already
doing
did that when you just.
I haven't.
because they
I already
argued
put my
for
point.
quite some time.
So
It
that's
looks
what
like.
you're gonna do. We gotta go to see
No,
a judge.
you have not explained anything
I
to
don't
me.
have nothing else to say. I got the right to remain silent if I'm
That's
under
fine.
arrest.
Then do that, okay?
I'm
I'll be right
under
back.
arrest?
No, I just wait there.
Okay, thank you.
Then do that.
What's going on, Brian?
So they don't have any documentation on them, so I'm going to call DC arrest.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with custody child issues.
Everybody knows their rights.
As
They
a
don't
municipal
give a fuck.
cop.
Like I give a fuck about my
This was the
They
worst.
have custody of him, but
This
they've
is
been
the
negligent
worst.
to her son.
This is all banning right here.
Better, so they gave her permission to see him, but today when they called for her to return the child,
Yeah, like Chad said, 10-8, civil matter.
evading them, so they had to come here.
Guess who's got to deal with civil matters? Sheriffs.
All they want is to get the child back.
We deal with it all, man. It is what it is.
So, but they're saying that DCSF decided who was supposed to. There's no court order or.
Sergeant's the one that told me because they
All
don't
right,
have
I'm going
an
to
actual-
fast forward some more because
Don't fight! Relax!
Is she drunk?
she seems like she's under something.
Have a good night.
You too, man.
Okay, so they let her
They're still like civil. Get the hell
let
out.
her go.
Yeah.
He jacked that backpack out of the truck.
Just watch her.
Looks like a California plate.
I can't believe they let her drive. She did not seem
No, she seems intoxicated.
under something. Not
Apparently, in their city, if it's a civil, they can just let them go.
yeah, not necessarily drunk, but could be dope or something.
Something, man. It's something's not adding up with her.
The U-Haul rental truck is a solid move.
So, get.
I've seen
You
it all
guys got all
now.
her information?
Yes, my partner has enough.
Okay.
All right, there's the truck.
3189.
DCSF know that.
Whoa, hey,
Oh, damn. That was every bit of intentional.
3189.
The incident number is
3189. Whoa, hey, hey, hey! Whoa!
I thought I heard a gunshot there.
511 officers help, shots fired. The target. Partner, where are you? Get the car! Get the car!
Let DCSF know that.
I can't tell if that was an officer that got hit or was that. Dang, if that was the shot that hit. Did his stuff jam up after one shot? Did you see that?
Hey guys, Danny, you turn coming back at the officers coming back to Kathy off of, I believe this is Shepherd here.
Oh, shouldn't get hit.
She's gonna go over the thing there. Oh,
it's actually Paso Del Mar.
Oh,
no. Into the park here,
I
guys.
wish you could still keep going. No.
No. I don't think
Yeah,
she's
positive pressure. Yeah, this, Dan Rudin said stovepipe. It did look like his gun.
Can't start the six with the vehicle to Paso Del Mar at Kathy.
Oh, they got the shield. That's good. I like it. I'd be doing the same. Not with 19,000 officers, but geez, oh Pete's, fellas.
Way too many officers.
No shit.
Yeah. One shield and 9 guys behind it. But
That's cool.
What the hell?
It's been a slow night, Sarge. Can we all get some? Well, she ain't a runner, so you know that she ain't running. Alright, I want to go back to his gun.
3189. Whoa, hey!
Cool.
I still can't tell if that's an officer or not.
What's that?
I still can't tell if that's an officer or not, or who that was that she struck.
Well, the title says a pedestrian got hit, so I'm taking
Yeah, I
it.
don't think it off. I think she struck a
511 officers help. Shots fired. The target. Partner, where are you?
I just want to see if his gun malfunctioned.
Get the car. Get the car.
Curious if maybe he limp wristed it when he shot or something.
Something. Okay, he got one off.
Yep, he did. He did stovepipe. Yeah.
Yeah, he got one.
Yep, he got one locked up.
Is that a Glock? Looks like a Glock.
No, that's not a Glock.
Yeah, it's a Glock.
It's not?
Yeah,
Is
look
it?
at the frame. Yeah, it's a Glock.
It looks like a Glock.
Yeah, it's a Glock. Wow.
Somebody said
it's still jammed. Yeah, it's still. Wow. Wow.
To the Lotus Bitter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
And it never.
At least he got it back in action, but holy shit.
Huh. Yeah, it still wasn't good to go when they switched off, but
yeah.
But that's all I got pulled up for tonight, boys. We just busted 2 hours. Had some good shit going on, some good comments. Yeah, Dan Rudin said lefty. Yeah, that's probably the biggest problem. He's a lefty. Danny King said his thumb was across the backstrap. Yeah,
it was
for sure. Let's get this off of here. But yeah, boys, another successful body cam live. Oh, my auntie's on. Hi, Aunt Lisa. That's my aunt. And I appreciate you guys being on. I'm hoping we can get Frank next Tuesday. We'll keep trying to do these on Tuesday nights. The timing seems to work out for just about everybody.
I'm gonna guilt trip him to hell and back for next week.
Hell yeah, that'll work. Hey, Suresh, when are we gonna get you to fly out here to Texas?
You tell me when you want me to.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Suresh, if you come down, dude, I'll take some vacation. Let's go do it right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Be a good time.
Eric, just tell me your schedule, and
okay.
As long as I get about like 7 to 10 days notice, I'll get the flight, and because I just need a little bit of heads up because my big ass can't sit in the middle seat.
Well, not like this Saturday. Say next Saturday. I'm down.
Okay.
Hey, Eric, look at this from Ozark Moon 1960. Look at that comment.
Did you ever see the one of the officers shooting by a woman in handcuffs? No, I haven't.
I don't think I've seen that
No,
either, and that's very interesting to me.
if you can send me that one, and we will save that for the next one.
You
It'll be a
bet.
good one for sure. Be a good.
So
training video.
Connie Wooten, she was she's my lieutenant from the last agency I worked at. Friggin' outstanding lady. Thank you for commenting, Connie. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. And
Justin, Alex, you got my number, dude. Text me. You can come right out with me. I saw that comment. You absolutely come right out, man. I'm about to go into Midnights. We'll get a ride set up.
awesome. I love seeing comments like that too. I'm glad everybody likes this. I'm telling you, it keeps every time we do this, I have more and more people watching. I have more and more people commenting. More and more people want us to keep doing these. So I'm gonna keep.
And we may be in front of the camera right now. We're former and both of us current. We're no better than anybody else watching this. Is the comments is what drives us. If you guys don't understand what you're seeing, or if you have a question, ask Eric, ask myself, ask Suresh. We will definitely get back to you. And all of y'all follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is out there. We will definitely get back to you.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely. Please make sure, for one, you guys check out Suresh with 221B Tactical and his podcast and everything he's got going on. Make sure you guys check out Banning. His LinkedIn account is his big breadwinner for his followers. Please find us, Two Cops One Donut, on whether it's YouTube, whatever your preference is. LinkedIn, you can find me under Eric Levine. All of those things. I need the follows and stuff that helps keep flowing what we're doing here.
You bet. And to my, I hate to call them followers, but to connections I have on LinkedIn, follow Eric, follow Two Cops One Donut. If you've got a Facebook page, follow them. For me, knowing Eric, what he does out there, if you guys have a patriotic business and you want to friggin' be a supporter of his, this is a big opportunity right now where he's at right now in the game to be a supporter, a real supporter. Eric needs that because the message he's putting out there is humanizing the badge. That's everything that Eric's doing right now is humanizing the badge. And what's going on across this country, we need more guys like Eric, more guys like Suresh. Suresh has got an outstanding company. So make sure you follow him as well. This is amazing, man. This is basically getting in at the basement level. If you guys can do that, please do.
Appreciate it, brother. Suresh, you got anything, brother?
No, man. Just everyone stay safe out there. Thanks to everyone tuning in, and just to reiterate what Eric said before. Some of the ball busting we do and some of the comments we make about some of the actions of the officers in these videos. This is stuff we would bust their balls about in the locker room or at roll call the next day anyway.
Yep.
We would say this right to their face. So it's not like we're, hiding here on this live stream and talking shit, because
100%.
When you're an officer and everyone watches the body cam the next day, the following day or a couple days later when you come back to work, you come into the locker room to get suited up for work, and you get unloaded on. So this is exactly.
It's the profession, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's we all took an oath. We're here to make people's lives better, and that's the part of the side effect.
Yep.
Man. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
So we're kind of ribbing on guys and razzing on guys and making our comments. It's all in good fun, and there's nothing malicious behind it. And hopefully you're people watching, whether you're on the job or off the job, if you watch these breakdowns, hopefully you're learning something, and it's going to either as a civilian give you a better understanding, or as an officer give you some training and give you a better understanding to get home safe. That's what it's all about.
100%.
And the beauty is we've got an endless supply of body cam video.
That's right.
Keep doing this. Yep. I love it. All right, boys. Let's sign off here and stick around afterwards, and we'll chit chat on the offline. But thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Appreciate y'all.